Hello there, welcome back, Happy New Year. This video is about a small project which is quite special for me. The project itself is nothing too complicated to make with someone with a lot of experience and the right amount of tools. For myself, by this point, I have the necessary skills and knowledge and tools to execute this project. The project itself is about a wooden flower press, something that can be used to compress flowers so they can dry out and have and be used for a certain project as a child. I know people that have had it in their childhood and they have fond memories of. Personally, I have not had one, but I can see the appeal to it as a child. So fairly straightforward, make a little plan, bit of cut list, a little sketch. Chose some 11mm plywood. I thought I was going to be clever and use some double-sided tape, put two pieces together to make just one cut on each side, which ended up working against me as the veneer on the plywood itself was quite thin and it ended up being damaged when I was in the process of splitting the two bits apart. So that didn't work as well as I have planned. So that was my first mistake. The hardware is M6 70mm length bolts with some washers and some wing nuts. Nothing too complicated there. So I made the cuts, made the holes, used some cardboard to compress, to be used to compress flowers or any other thing in there. I've had 6 bits added. Again, nothing too complicated, just use the shape of the actual press itself. Do a little test to make sure everything works properly, which it did. Again, happy days, no issues. After this, after I was happy with how everything was functioning, I did have to decide on a finish, and I end up going with some boiled linseed oil. On the back of the product, it does specify 2 to 3 coats, but after 1 coat, I was actually happy with the color, so I didn't do a second or third coat. Also, it does take 24 hours in between coat, as mentioned on the back of the product, to fully cure, and that's what I've done. I've left it a full day, after which I came back with some 400 grit sandpaper. I'm sure you can use less, 200 grit, 300 grit, but that's what I had to hand. That's what I have used, just to take off the nibs, essentially, just to make it nice and smooth everywhere. Once all that was done, I've used a lint-free cloth to use it to clean it, and after that I've applied 1 coat of beeswax oil. The way this is meant to be used is you apply it and you leave it for about 10-15 minutes to soak in, same with the oil, and after that you come back and you buff out the excess, and it gives you a nice smooth finish and very nice to touch, to feel as well. After that, everything was done and I was really happy, really pleased. Reason why it is a special project for me is because this is for my friend, or should I say my wife's friend, which by association is now my friend. Don't get me wrong, I love her to bits, she's a lovely person, but yeah, her child is turning 4 years old soon, and she's asked me to make this for her and insisted on paying me, but because it's a gift for a child, I obviously refused. I would refuse to do the project if she did insist to pay me. However, I did agree for her to buy me a beer in the pub, so I will take that. But yeah, nice little project, fairly straightforward and easy for me to make. Happy with the result, and I do hope the little one enjoys it and makes some nice lovely memories, just like her mother has with her wooden flower press, when she was young. Thank you very much. Have a lovely day and Happy New Year again.